I just went down a California rabbit hole, and now I have to share it with you guys because they're $17 million short. They can't pay their overtime for LAPD officers for all the protesting that we just had, and they're trying to figure out where they're going to find $17 million. I'm like, $17 million for California doesn't seem like it would be a lot. It's the fourth largest economy in the world, bringing in GDP in California last year 4.1 trillion with a T. That's how much money came in. They're larger than Japan. 4.7 trillion. The fuck? You can't find $17 million? So I had to dig further. Their budget for last year was $322 billion. That's a lot. That's way more than anybody in the United States. New York comes in second, but we're talking 100 and something $billion less. Followed by then I think Texas, which is like 140 billion budget, and we're bigger than California. I digress. 85% of the $322 billion comes from the California residents in the form of taxes. That's $275 billion a year that they tax people in California. Yeah, what the fuck, huh? And they're broke. $12 billion deficit. They were $12 billion before the protesting. They were $12 billion behind for last year. And that's why they wanted to bill Trump for all the protesting. You understand why? Because they knew they didn't have the money. They knew they weren't going to be able to pay for it. But then they do have some kind of emergency relief fund that they're gonna try to pull the 17 million out of there. But if you've seen California, the infrastructure is horrible. The homeless problem, horrific. The big cities, San Fran and LA, probably two of the worst in the nation. Human feces everywhere. Needles, homeless problem like you can't even imagine. I just can't get over $275 billion is what people that live in California paid in taxes, and it still wasn't enough. There's still $49 million that comes from licenses and the federal government, but 85% of the California budget comes from the taxpayer, and they're the largest budget by far, by over 100 billion in all of the United States, and they're broke. And that guy wants to run the country. That guy wants to run the country. We got our guy fixing it right now, so that this guy can come in and be worse than Biden.